Hamas says it has agreed to a ceasefire proposal from Israel, but the Israelis have not yet committed to the deal. The Israel War Cabinet is meeting right now and holding a discussion on this proposal. This comes as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke to President Biden earlier today.
Israel has begun dropping those flyers into the southern Gaza city of Rafah, urging more than 1 million people now sheltering there to get out. Thousands of Palestinians are leaving the area as the IDF appears to inch closer to the invasion of that city. IDF forces saying target operations are continuing now into Tuesday. For more, let's go to our foreign correspondent, Marcus Moore. He's there in Tel Aviv, right in the middle of the protests. Also, our former CIA field officer, Daryl Blocker, who is a contributor for us. So, Marcus, let's start right now. That rally where you are. What's the word with how folks feel about just the fate of the hostages, in addition to this potential deal that at this point doesn't seem to be going anywhere?
Yeah, Kara, I can tell you that there is a high emotion out here, and the emotions are of frustration and anger, frankly. Right now, you see demonstrators who have been trying to make their way down the streets of Tel Aviv and to some of the bridges here, but they're being blocked right now by police officers on horseback that have now stopped the hundreds of people that have been marching through Tel Aviv. You can see some of them here just behind me. Earlier, they blocked a bridge. They staged a sit-in there. Then like they've done for every night for weeks, they marched to the Department of Defense headquarters with these chants, really imploring the government, the Israeli government, to accept the ceasefire. Because, Kira, the people you see in this audience, in this crowd, they are the relatives of some of those who are being held hostage. The others are friends. And frankly, they feel like the Israeli government is not taking the hostage situation or the negotiations seriously, and that is why they've been out here protesting. And when word of the Hamas accepting the proposal, when that word came out, it spread very quickly. And Kira, they said today that they don't want Benjamin Netanyahu or the Israeli government to mess up this opportunity. They feel like it is a chance for them to see their loved ones again.
Quite understandable there, Marcus. I appreciate that. So, Daryl, the question is there really an agreement? Hamas says it agreed to a deal, but then it said, well, what we'd really like is for all Israeli defense forces out of Gaza altogether. And that clearly is not what Israel had proposed. So what's the Israeli cabinet meeting right now on all of this? What do you think it would take for Israel to accept this deal, or are there more talks ahead?
Terry, there's definitely going to be more talks ahead, and it's not a done deal, of course, until both sides have agreed. But if Hamas is changing the bottom line of what was being offered, and then getting out in front of the press and saying we accept, knowing that Israel's response for their latest input is going to be an absolute no, then that's a PR type of issue. But the folks who are marching in the streets right now, I think it would be cruel at this point for them not to say, let's just move forward with this deal, take the first 42-day period, get as many of our hostages back as we can, and then revisit if things need to change in the future.
Yeah, there's already reports of Israeli firing around Rafah, which is their target, that city in southern Lebanon where so many have fled for safety. So it may be a while before that ceasefire comes. Daryl and Marcus, thank you very much.